Okay, we are live and on location. 4 different locations, in fact.
Yeah.
Actually, I do need to turn my volume down a bit more. Just so that I'm not too much. Oh, that's too much now. Test. That's fine. So, yeah. Today, continuing on with the Star Wars RPG. We have 3 of our players from last week returning, and by random coincidence, the one who's not is the one who has to spend 11 days in a bacta tank, which, kind of works out. Wait, are we live?
Are we?
I'm going to refresh my stream. I'm not seeing... The stream over in the background, it's not showing us as live, but that might just not be loading properly.
I don't see it live.
I had to refresh, and yeah, it is live. So.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, it's. I think there's something weird that's been going on with Twitch today, because also like early.
It's being weird. What?
Because earlier today I was also like watching a channel, and like I was lurking in a channel or whatever, and then I was like just like on my phone doing stuff or whatever, and I also look up at the screen or whatever, and I still hear the audio from the stream, but the screen is just, what was it? It was like gray with some kind of a symbol in the middle or whatever, like and so I don't know what was going on, but refresh and it was fine and such, so yeah. Welcome on in, everybody. How are y'all doing this fine Saturday afternoon or evening or late at night, depending? That's what I forgot to do. Mute my stream labels. So that's okay. There we go. Thank you for that host of Vignetta. Even though you're currently in a bacta tank. Oh, I should put that over there. Okay. So yeah, so we're picking up immediately where we left off. 3 of you have just loaded Mira, Vignetta's character, into a... actually, we're going to move Recon's name so it's not white on white of his shirt.
Recon changed shirts.
Alright, I'll be back.
I think everyone else's name is decently visible. But yeah. So, last time, yeah, you just loaded to get up into the bacta tank on the ship. And what do you want to do next?
GTFO?
We go back in.
Alright, you guys ready? Let's go the back way now. First you don't succeed, try again, right?
You die again, just try again. Let me put my guitar away.
Oh, I thought that was a prop for the RPG. Thought you were like playing guitar on on the ship while you try to figure out what your next move is.
I mean, I could play Cantina. A little bit.
So I take it word has finally gotten around to even like the low, unknown kind of bounty hunters that there might be some kind of purse on my head.
Maybe you don't. You don't know. Yeah, because there were the bounty hunters that counted you last time, but you don't know, like, how low or high up on the chain they are. You don't know. But yeah.
Well, probably get Mira to safety for one. Like,
Probably.
she might not be very happy as it is if she wakes up in a bacta tank, but it might be even worse if she wakes up in a car's estate again. So yeah, let's
Oh, we're not going in.
no, it's gonna be harder with 3 of us.
I mean, technically it was 3 in the first place.
True. Her lightsaber really didn't do too much for us in that.
So are you going back in, or are you trying to go back to the rebel base?
I don't think we should go back in.
I guess the majority vote won.
Yeah, we should probably head back to the.
I'm going in
Rebel
solo.
Good luck.
Yeah, we just want. The new
Oh, but
character.
I'm just
All
going with them. I mean, majority vote.
So yeah, can Zoey get us out of here?
Roll piloting for taking off.
A 3.
21.
Dead.
Yep. Ship takes off, goes up into space, and you're in space now.
Yay.
Going to be making the jump back to the rebel base.
Are there any Imperial ships around?
There are no Imperial ships around, no.
Are there any ships that are following us into space or coming to intercept us while we're? I imagine we have sensors on the ship.
Why don't you roll me a perception?
Okay.
Okay, you're looking at the sensors. There are a lot of ships moving about towards the planet, away from the planet, just around in space and such. As far as you can tell, no one's following you.
Then let's punch it.
Okay. The coordinates for the rebel base are already in the astrogation computer, so you're just able to make the jump. No roll needed. You're in in hyperspace for 3 days, getting back to the planet. I believe it was 3 days. Getting back to the rebel base. And yeah. Or Atonement, by the way, okay, yeah, this is your 3rd session working on Atonement.
Oh.
3rd of 5. You'll get rid of that dark side point yet. Just wait. It's going to be like 2 sessions from now. It'll also be like, okay, this is the final session. And right at the end, I slit a guy's throat.
He just kills an innocent Jawa, just shoots him right in the back.
I know, Rika. You know I just jump in your bed.
Okay. So, you get back to the rebel base. Or the planet, Pluraltel. And I'm assuming you're just landing on it, so another piloting check for that. Unless you're not landing. If you're doing something else, let me know.
We're just going to throw her out the airlock while we're flying over the base.
12, okay. It's, you know, spending 3 days in hyperspace, you haven't been doing much, and, you know, you're kind of... But it's kind of not doing much where you just end up feeling more tired, even though you just because you're just being lazy, so you end up feeling tired, and you kind of as a result. The landing is a little bit rough. Like, you still bring it down, no damage or whatever, but, like, this is more like a recon landing than the landings you usually do.
Wow.
That's that comment.
Yeah.
That's my new job, you know, putting in sound effects on my stream deck whenever we need a sound effect. I crash.
Yeah. Yeah, so you bring it in for a landing, though. Just a bit of a rough landing, but no damage. It's fine. And, you notice, that there are a few rebel, or when you aim for the landing, 6 rebels, come up to the ship, and I want everyone to make me a perception check. 10, okay.
I need to find my file.
7,
You're
okay.
doing so well today.
Okay.
Like, on second thought, never mind. You don't see 6 rebel
No.
soldiers coming to.
No, you see them. I'm just curious what else you see.
I see nothing else. My vision has gone completely blurry.
14, okay. So, you notice, well, the two of you that rolled 10 or higher notice that they do seem a bit on edge. Their blasters aren't drawn, like they're holstered, but they have their hands on them.
I noticed
Okay.
nothing. Fine, it's fitting.
Well, obviously, I'm gonna open up the
hatch.
hatch so that we can get Mira out, so we can get her to a medical facility.
Okay. You open up the hatch, and one of the you don't recognize any of these rebels, these rebel soldiers or whatever, but one of them comes up and asks how the mission went.
Not great, as you can see. And then I just point at Mira. Now, if we can move aside and get her into a medical facility, that would be great.
Yeah, the guy's like, he looks at two of the guys who go and, like, you know, grab the back tank on the hover, or the anti-grav stuff, or whatever, and start bringing it away or whatever. The other 4 of them are still here, though. And when you say something? No, okay. So then they Yoweee, do you want to make me another perception check?
All of us are.
No, just Yoweee.
Okay.
What did I do?
Okay. So
I just need to have a lower score.
Okay, yeah. So then the rebel that was already talking, he's like, so what happened out there?
Well, we were unable to get much further than just the front door. They had about 12 guards that were waiting for us. Took down the majority of them, though. But in the retreat, yeah, we it wasn't good for us.
Uh-huh.
We got away. And who are you, by the way?
I am Diedrich Carson. The pauses were me, not him. Just to be clear. And we're just going to need to search the ship to make sure everything's okay.
Okay for what?
Make sure, like, there's no trackers on the ship or anything. Make sure, like, there's nothing wrong.
Oh. Why didn't you say so?
I just did.
Carry on.
Okay.
Keep up the good work, too. We appreciate you.
You too. So, what are you...
Have you seen Sandra?
I think she's on a mission or something right now.
You think she's on a mission? Okay.
There's like 100 people on the base.
Yeah, but how do you not know Sandra?
I know her. I just don't know for sure if she's on a mission.
Then why am I talking to you?
I mean, why are you still talking to me?
Yes.
I don't know. Why are you still talking to me?
Never mind. I'm just like,
Quick, kidnap
just
him.
lock him out. Throw him in the brig.
Okay, see.
No, I just walk off.
Okay. Two of you both going with.
Yeah, sure.
Totally.
Okay.
Is there a wall?
I mean, it's you're in a base, so there's walls all over the place. Bases tend to have walls. It's a whole thing.
I'd like to roll my wall leading check.
Okay.
But we're walking. Oh my god.
What was... Oh. Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Once he's
This
done
is
with
like-
his expert walling, continue walking.
With with that many dice, is that like probably getting pretty close to about like average? I don't know. Never mind.
I don't want to think too hard about it.
But yeah. So, where are y'all going?
Back to the command center.
Command center? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As you're walking there, if you all want to again make me perception checks. 11, 10,
Better.
14.
Disappointed us, he didn't roll a 9.
You do notice that as you're walking through, there is a rebel guard who has been, like, following the three of you. He's keeping his distance, but he's also not, like... He's not necessarily, trying not to be seen, but just trying to kind of casually keep you in sight.
Okay. I'm going to run around the corner on the next corner I see.
Okay.
Visibly run around the corner.
Okay.
And just stay right there at the corner, out of his line of sight.
Okay. And the two of you? The other two of you?
I'll do the same, I guess.
Can I do the same using my sense? See if I sense anything of the guy? Like his evil intentions or whatever.
Sure. Let's see here.
I mean, I now have 2D, so I can do. I still have 3D. The whole dark side.
Oh yeah, you still have the dark side point, so yes, that does give you extra D. Let's see here. You're trying to like sense. You said if he was like evil or anything.
Yeah.
What do we have for sense skills? No. I mean, you can roll for it. We'll see what you get.
Could be worse.
12.
Could be better.
Okay, so you're trying to determine his intentions, but you're not really sure. It's you sense you sense some nervousness. You're not sure if the nervousness is related to you or something else, but you can sense some nervousness, but that's about all you can really sense.
We're just moving along then. Whatever the rest is doing.
Did you also do the running around the corner thing?
I mean, it's like I just followed them while trying to.
Okay, yeah. So you did run. Okay. And you just stand there around the corner. What? What?
Standing.
The three of you are just standing there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. After a bit, you do see the guy like come around the corner and like he very visibly like notices that you're just standing there and like it looks like he is kind of surprised at that, but he just kind of keeps walking past.
Okay. I'm gonna follow behind him.
Okay. You follow behind him.
Noticeably follow behind him.
Okay. He turns next time you come to a corner, he turns away from the command center. Do you still follow him?
Nope. Keep walking towards command.
Okay. And after, so as you walk past where he had been walking,
is he walking a straight line still in that direction, or is he around the corner just standing there?
Around the corner, he is still walking, but like slower, and he's kind of like occasionally, he's not like turning his head all the way around, but like kind of like turning it enough that he can see like out of his peripheral vision. And when he sees you walking past, he kind of casually turns around.
Okay, I'm just gonna shoot him. I mean, we'll just keep walking.
Okay.
Sure about that?
Keep walking. You make it to the command center. And there's a few people in here, some faces you recognize, no names you recognize.
People that I recognize from my speech.
Yeah, like you recognize some of the faces of people that were here when you're giving your speech and such. But no one like that you know personally, no one that you know their name or anything.
Okay, that's a little sad, but is the general a spacewalker here?
No. Like I said,
What the heck?
no one who you know by name is here.
Oh, gotcha. I'm gonna ask one of the people that I recognize by face and ask them if General Skywalker or Sky Spacewalker is in the facility somewhere or on.
Yeah, she's currently in a holo conference
Okay, where?
in her office.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to her office.
You can't go in there. Like I said, she's currently in the middle of a holo conference.
Do you know how long it'll?
Could be another couple hours.
Okay. Are there any guards in the command center where
Yeah.
we're at right now?
Yeah, there's a few guards in the command center.
Do
That's
any of them have that same look that the one that was following us did had?
like when you say the same look, like do you mean was the guy following you in here, or do you mean like just like say like expression or
Same expression, like watching us intently.
um
Or are they more just posted as guards, just looking like they're bored?
I mean they are like the guards that are just like posted here because there's always guards posted here, but they did definitely kind of notice when you came in, and they are keeping an eye on you.
Me specifically, or Jacen, or
What did I do?
Roll a perception. 'Cause immediately, all you could let's see here 7. You could tell
Can
they're
I check?
keeping an eye on the group, but you're not sure if it's one of you in particular or what, because you're all kind of moving as a group. So yeah,
Okay.
and yeah, you can check as well, Yoweee. Do a perception.
Ooh.
9. Same. You're not really sure.
Okay, I'll also roll. I'll join in. Great.
Yeah. No.
Mhm.
None of you are sure if they're watching a specific one of you.
Is there a guard posted right outside the
The general's office? Yes.
people? Okay, I'm going to. Hey.
What are you looking at?
The guy nods at you, but doesn't say anything.
Can you let the general know that Khaljov, Jacen, and Zoey have returned from their mission with Mira? She's currently in the medical facility due to some injuries she sustained. However, we didn't really gather much intel. So just let her know that we've returned and we are awaiting a meeting with her when she has time.
I'll let her know when she's done.
Thank you. Okay. So I will exit the head or the command center.
Okay.
And where is Master Lucian at?
He's not on this base, but you don't know
Okay.
where he is beyond that.
Okay.
Because you know that like Mira had brought him to a different rebel base that was more secure, because like smaller.
Gotcha. Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. Because this rebel base, while it's like secret, like there's about 100 people here, so it's 100 people that you never know. Whereas like a base of like 10 people, you have a better chance of knowing what everyone is up to and such.
Trading or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So, once we're outside the command center. Okay, so we do not exactly have a plan right now. With Master Lucian off-site, and we don't have the lieutenant anymore, so we can't necessarily go get my ship. I think we should probably. Well, I should probably actually. Am I able to send like a comm, or not a comm, but like a transmission to someplace without it transmitting the coordinates that I'm sending from where I'm sending?
Yeah, you could definitely do like a secure transmission. That's definitely possible. Yeah.
Okay. I want to send one to the last known location of Nova.
Okay.
I'm gonna let Jacen and Zoey know that I'm gonna go take care of some personal stuff really quick.
Okay.
Some alleged spices.
Alleged spices. Something that might have involved.
Okay. So, yeah, you go to one of the comm rooms, which it is actually set up that all communications will be like secure, so that like location can't be tracked. But there is also like a warning on the screen that all communications are being recorded, you know, to make sure nobody's giving up like the rebel base or anything like that or whatever.
Okay,
So
that's fine.
Okay. So what's the
I'm gonna actually send you something really quick, Eric.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. I couldn't. I can't. Yeah, never mind. There, I'm good. I had a.
Hmm. Are you like sending me on Discord or?
Discord, yes. Sorry.
Okay. I'll just check that on my phone then.
Make sense?
Yeah. Oh, we're still typing.
I think I might have one. Hold on.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. I'm sending a message that I know is being recorded.
Yep.
And essentially just saying, "Hey, long time no talk."
So you're trying to like just send a message or like actually like communicate?
It can be a communication rather.
Okay. You're basically getting the machine, like it's telling you to leave a message, basically.
Okay. Okay. I'll leave a message. Hey, Khaljov here. Well, things have been kind of rocky, and just thought I would check in. I ran across a few acquaintances of yours, I believe, and yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I'm not hiding from you. I'm simply just trying to get some things in order so that when I do go and see you, I have something to kind of put on the table. Hope everything's well for you.
You actually do get a text reply almost right away saying, "We'll be waiting."
Okay. I'm just mumbling to myself like could have been nicer about it. Asked like how I was doing, you know.
And what are Jacen and Zoey doing while Khaljov is doing this?
I mean, is there anything to do here?
I mean, there's plenty of things you could do. Just kind of just hanging around, not doing much right now.
Can I go get food?
Yeah, you can go to the mess hall.
I'm gonna try and get a table with someone. Just gonna try and sit down at any empty seat.
Okay, table with someone.
Just not sit alone.
So when you go in, you see a few people in here. See, you have one table where there is a Wookiee and a short, stocky woman that are just kind of eating and occasionally, like, looks like they're having a bit of a conversation, but yeah. At another table, you see a guy in a lot of like flashy clothes with like a beard that has some kind of metal weaved into it. At another table, oh, you haven't met him. At another table, you see a guy wearing armor and otherwise, like, very heavily armed-looking guy. Yeah. So those are the people you see. So
Okay.
two of them are just sitting by themselves, and then there's the Wookiee and the woman that are sitting together.
I'm gonna sit down with the guy with the beard.
Okay.
Just go, "Hi, I'm Zoey."
Our name's Jim Cortosis Beard.
Oh, God.
How ye be doing?
Pretty good. Is it okay if I eat here?
Go right ahead.
Great. And I'm just gonna eat with him and casually talk with him for a while.
Okay.
That's
Yeah. While talking, you possibly learn that, like, yeah, back in the day, he was a pirate. And joined the Rebel Alliance after his crew was killed. Wants revenge on the Empire.
That's great. I joined because I got kidnapped and then abandoned and then joined a fight by accident. So now I'm here.
Arr. That's how I first became a pirate. Well, not exactly, but I first became a pirate because, you know, got in a fight that just kind of popped up around me and managed to save a guy's life. He took me into his crew. Eventually, I had to kill him and became the captain of that ship, but that's a whole nother story.
Huh. Good for you.
You okay there, Recon?
Zoey kind of scares me.
What? Oh.
It's a little scary, actually.
Okay. And what is Jacen doing?
I have no idea.
Okay. Jacen,
He's
what?
casually collaborating with a car.
Shit signals, just do that.
No big thing.
Talk to him.
Are you going to talk to him?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going. You go down to the brig, and as you're moving to go into the doors to like lead to the holding cells, the two guards that are like on either side of the door move in front of the door to block your path.
Yes, is there a problem?
You can't go in there.
Why not?
We have orders. You can't go in there.
Guess I'll just leave, because I don't think there's much I can do about it.
Just kill
No,
them.
no.
As you leave, do you want to make me a perception check? A lot of perception checks this game, I know.
Yeah, and we're all so good at them. Clearly.
6.
Good roll. Uh-huh.
I noticed nothing.
You notice nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
At least you notice nothing until well, where are you going after? Going to your room, going to the mess hall, going to...
I'm gonna go eat as well.
Okay, so you start walking towards the mess hall, and as you turn a corner, though, 3 guards come up to you, their blasters pointed at you, hands on your head. On your head.
Me.
Don't resist, they say, as one of them goes and cuffs your hands.
Can't one of them say resistance is futile? Please?
No, because they aren't Borg. This isn't Star Trek.
It's not.
May-
I thought this was... I'm in the wrong game, sorry.
Maybe one day I'll do a Star Trek RPG. I'm not sure if there are any official ones. There probably are, but I'm not aware of any. Years ago, like when I was in high school, I think me and some friends were trying to make our own Star Trek RPG, but I don't know how far we got. It was years ago. I'm old.
Yeah, there is one.
Okay.
Star Trek Adventures, apparently.
Okay. So yeah, so they arrest you, and they actually do bring you back to the brig, but you know they put you in a holding cell.
I just wanted to escort you in.
In a different section than a car is in, though.
Huh.
So you can't see his cell.
Aw.
I'm going to exit the communications.
Okay.
Or whatever it was I was in. Was it a communication room?
Yeah, the comm room, communications room, whatever.
Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm going to exit and
okay.
I'm going to go get me something to eat.
Okay. You go to the mess hall.
Do I notice that guard still following?
Roll me perception.
I believe in you.
11. You don't see him anywhere.
Okay.
I just go to the...
You go to the mess hall. So you look around. You see Abrax. He's a bounty hunter that you work.
I remember him.
Yeah, you remember him. Yeah. He's sitting at the one table. Zoey is at a table with Jim Cortosis beard, and then there's another table, with the Wookiee and woman sitting at.
I'm gonna walk in, and as I scan, I'm gonna see Abrax. I'm like, "Hey, Abrax,
He looks at you, waves.
And then I see Zoey and... Well, I don't know that guy, right? I've never met him before.
He was also on the mission, that same mission or whatever, so you probably recognize him from that, but he wasn't part of the... He was part of one of the other groups, so, like, I don't know how
was
much...
he with Rupert? It doesn't really matter.
I don't.
He wasn't part of our group.
Yeah, I don't remember which group he was part of off the top of my head.
Okay. I'll see Zoey and say, "Hey, Zoey."
Hi.
I'm gonna get some food and just sit next to him. Have you seen Jacen?
No.
Okay. Figured he'd be hungry or something by now. I don't think he really ate anything. So, hey, Cartosis, right?
Jim Cartosis, Beard Eye.
Hey,
And
how's it going?
ye be Khaljov?
Khaljov, the one and only.
It's going all right. Yourself?
You know, sometimes some things are a little bit of a pickle, but others, I'm alive, breathing.
Some days that's all that counts.
So, what are you doing out here?
At the moment, I'm eating.
Well, what brings you to the base? Where's that dog at? Did you hear a dog?
Duncan, come here.
Well, I got assigned to this base after the last one was discovered. Like pretty much everyone.
Mm-hmm. Where the hell? Do you hear that dog, or is it just me?
What dog?
I must be hearing things. I'm talking to Cartosis.
Oh, you're talking a character with a dog. Dog? I'm not sure what's a dog.
Well, a little four-legged creature, knee-high-ish, a lot of fur, long tongue, pointed snout, floppy ears, kind of a bushy tail.
To answer the question, I'm pretty sure dogs are not a thing in Star Wars.
Oh. Really?
I don't know for certain. I know, like, ducks are a thing in Star Wars, but...
I will fight that.
Yeah.
I'm just
But,
gonna
yeah,
go,
okay.
I think I know what you're talking about, even though I have no idea.
Anyway, so yeah, there's any missions been thrown at you?
It's been, a couple of days since my last mission. Had to...
Back on one, actually.
Oh, yeah? How was that?
About as bad, aside from being killed, you can get.
One of those.
One of our friends got thrown into the bacta tank, so as you can imagine, wasn't the most rewarding experience. That's for...
As you're talking, the PA comes on, and you hear General Spacewalker's voice saying, Khaljov, Davris, and Zoey Brinabee, please come to my office. Or report to my office.
I'm just, like, I know she can't hear. I'm like, can we finish eating first? She didn't say no. Oh no. I look at Cartosis. I'm just like, well, duty.
Arr.
Can I tell like what kind of tone she was using? Was it just like a regular announcement, or was it kind of like did I get any kind of like read off of her tone? Please don't let me do it.
No, it was a very like serious tone, like but can't really gather much beyond that. Like,
Okay.
All
right.
She's pretty good at like not just keeping like the tone serious, professional, and not like conveying too much.
Yeah, and I probably gathered that much when I originally talked to her about the mission.
Yeah.
I froze for a minute. What happened with the PA?
Oh.
He died.
Now, the two of you were called to the general's office.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, so I give a little salute to Cartosis, and I wave at the
Abrax?
what was his name again? Abrax.
Yeah.
And-
Abrax waves back.
And head out the door and make our way to the again.
I assume you're going with Zoey.
Yeah.
So
I'm
yeah.
just gonna be like, bye. It was really nice talking to you.
Okay, so the two of you make your way up to the
Downtown.
command center. As you get there, the guard motions for you to go into the office right away.
I give the guard a salute. Keep on the good work.
He nods
I'm
at
just
you.
gonna wave.
Nods at you as well.
And just walk to the room.
Okay, you go in, and the general is sitting at her office. She looks up as sitting behind her desk. She looks up as you come in, and she drops something on the desk that you can clearly that you recognize at a recon. You recognize as a tracking device.
Ooh.
This was found on your ship.
Really?
We disabled it, but it's possible that it's sent out a signal before we managed to do so. What
Well, that's a little troubling.
very.
Are you able to track where it was transmitting the signal? Or was it like a little bouncy thing that went from signal to signal to signal, and you can't really track it?
Well, it's a signal that gets sent out. So then whoever like knows how to pick it up.
Oh, got you. So it's like its own little frequency.
Yes.
How come you didn't call Jacen? Where's Jacen at?
How much are you aware of what's been going on with Jacen recently?
I'm not at all aware of anything, really. It's kind of my thing.
Well, I mean, like, what do you mean? He's been going on a couple missions with us. He's he's proven himself to be helpful. Why? What's
She looks at you like long and hard as she's kind of like, trying to read your expression, and she's like, "We know he's been in, or we know that Ikar has been in some kind of telepathic communication with him. Have you noticed anything?"
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah. So doesn't mean I don't trust the guy. You've never had somebody say hello to you in your head before?
Not usually, no. And the comm device you had found on the floor in our last base, you had said you just found it just lying on the floor.
Yep.
And was it on the floor near Jacen?
It might have been in the vicinity of him, yeah. Why?
It's actually a good call, making a con roll.
Damn it. Stop typing, Yoweee.
I sense a color roll incoming. Ooh.
15.
Damn! Here come the 16 dice.
I know, right? From a general, a 15's not that great.
Mm-hmm. We believe that Car's been manipulating Jacen in some way.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I admit he kind of did mention he had a blackout or two, but I didn't realize that had anything to do with the car. I thought it was simply the stress of the last mission since he was in a backup tank for I don't know how many weeks.
A big part of the reason for this, for my lending you ship for this mission you just went on, was because Mira was supposed to be keeping an eye on Jacen and seeing if he did anything suspicious, just seeing what he would do. And Mira's now in a bacta tank.
Yes.
That doesn't seem at all coincidental to you?
Not when she decided to swing a lightsaber at somebody who was holding a blaster in front of her. And I've never wielded a lightsaber before. I've never even touched a lightsaber before. But typically, my motto is to never bring a sword to a gunfight. And she did that. However, Jacen was very much instrumental in getting her out of there.
Was he now?
He was. It took 3 of us to basically be able to get her up and out of that place without any more of us going down.
I agree with him.
Yeah, Zoey was there.
Hmm.
And the tracker that was on the ship, that might not have too much possibility. Hypothetically, it might not have anything to do with a car and Jacen. It might have something more to do
With?
just some, just a small time crime syndicate trying to find me for, just past small debts and stuff that need to be paid off. Nothing too crazy.
Uh-huh.
But I really didn't think that was that much of a big deal to really tell, so I just kind of kept to myself and was handling it as I could.
So, can you tell me what all happened on this trip of yours?
Sure. Zoey here. She was our amazing pilot who I say begrudgingly that she may have flown just a little bit better than I might have been able to. But we got there in one piece. Her landing, she didn't bounce as much as I would have. But, I could still have done it without her. But she was, as I said, also instrumental in us getting there and getting off the planet. But I digress. Can we sit down?
Go right ahead.
All right. I'm gonna sit down and kick my feet up on her desk.
Can you get your
So,
feet off the desk?
why do you think I wanted to sit down? I take my feet off the desk. But no, so we landed. We stopped at an inn or a bar basically, and we just ordered some pretty good drinks. You know, I had the milk, and we side note, we didn't really notice the people looking at us, right? Those two individuals. I don't recall exactly if we noticed them looking at us or if we did not notice them looking at us.
Yeah, you noticed them, but I don't think you noticed them looking at you. No.
Okay. But I would recall that they were in the bar.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we stopped there, catch our breath, get our bearings, and there was two individuals that were sitting at a table, and they're doing their own thing. We didn't pay any attention to them, and we then left the bar and headed over to Akar's estate. And upon reaching there, we had a round table about how best to approach the situation. Ultimately, we decided that Jacen and I would go and enter through the front gates and stroll through the front door, given the codes and such that we had. Mira and Zoey both came in with us, and once we got there, we were met with like 6 or 12 guards that all had their blasters pointed at us. We turned over all the evidence that we had to point out that we were allowed to be here from a car, but they didn't seem like they were buying it. At least I didn't think that they were. One of the guards left, and once that happened, we were under the impression that they may have been going to get more guards. So we started shooting. Mira opted to use her lightsaber versus her blaster, and she happened to get shot a lot. And once once Zoey and Jacen and I were done felling the rest of them, we all three gathered up Mira and we sprinted off back to the ship. Once we got out of the estate area, we were running down the street. Those two individuals that were at the bar began shooting at us. And I expertly asked them why they were shooting at us, and they said for the bounty. So I imagine there may or may not be a bounty on my head, which is why it kind of makes me lead to believe that the tracking may have been placed by those two, if not another, with the same agenda. And now we're here. And Jacen is not actually, now that I'm looking around.
Jacen is in the brig right now. He's in holding cell.
What did he do? Was it a Wookiee?
Well, with Akar seemingly controlling him to do stuff,
well, we don't really know that, do we? We're assuming. I mean, I personally have not seen him, get the whole robot, yes, Akar, I will do this for you. But the... but I mean, couldn't you just release him to me, and I will continue to keep an eye on him? I mean, him being in the brig doesn't really do us any good, aside from running in on a hunch that he may or may not be affiliated with the car at some telepathic level.
The thing is, if he was the person that was, like, communicating with the ships on the last planet, and if they were, you know, Ikara's people,
Mm-hmm.
what's to stop him from doing that again? We can't, like, up and, you know, abandon bases every week. It's not really a viable long-term strategy.
Can we just kill a car? Give me 2 minutes with them.
We're not executioners.
Give me 1 minute with him. And I have to have my blaster. And you guys have to turn off any surveillance. And your guards have to leave. And the problem will be taken care of.
I can't condone that.
Can you blindly turn an eye or two?
No.
Okay, I tried.
Jacen will remain in the brig until such a time as we can determine that.
What are you guys doing with the car anyway?
We're still trying to figure that out. You're the one that brought him to us in the first place.
I was just gonna kill him. But, you know, I had 2 Jedis that were like, nah. So I couldn't very well shoot them in the head while they were there. But with that in mind, if we can get some more soldiers with us, we could go back to his estate and essentially raid it. Maybe 4 wasn't enough, but if we had, say, a good raiding party, we could probably go ahead and get in there, take care of any guards peacefully, and then we can acquire any intel that might be helpful to you guys, like we wanted to do in the first place.
Do you understand how big the Alviran syndicate is?
I know of 1 person and 5 guards. Well, sorry, 1 guard, other fabric.
See, that's just his personal entourage that you've been encountering, or like people that, you know, work at his mansion. The Alviran syndicate controls 1/3 of a planet. We're already at war with the Empire. We're not planning on starting a war with the Alviran syndicate.
Well, we're not just going to keep Jacen locked up in a holding cell until this Akara guy dies of old.
We may have to release him.
Release who? Jacen? Yes.
Ikar.
Do it. What? Oh, you need. Oh, wait. I get it. You need to release him, and then if he gets blown up in a transport, you guys have no affiliation with the acts that transpire. I get it. No, I'm with you 100%. I understand.
Don't do anything stupid. Dismissed.
Yeah, Khaljov is not going to do anything stupid.
Roll for something stupid.
I know the general winks.
Okay.
Okay. Like as we're leaving, I'm gonna like, before the door closes, I'm gonna stick my head back in through the door and be like, when are you releasing him?
That hasn't been figured out yet.
Okay. When he gets figured out, just I don't know, say it over the PA system so that I kind of, I may or may not hear it, but if I do, I'll be sure to make myself very scarce that day so that a car is not a death isn't a, I mean, a presumed death incoming threat, deadly thing isn't affiliated with me either.
Hmm.
As we're leaving, I'm just gonna go. It was really nice talking to you.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Two of you just
I'm
leave.
gonna go to the holding cell, or the brig rather.
Okay.
I'm
Hey
gonna
Zoey, let's go see
follow.
Jacen.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. As you leave the command center, there we go. So yeah, you come out into the hallway, and you see Abrax stealing Jason's move. He's just leaning against a wall,
Wow.
and
Hey Rex, can you stop leaning against that?
hey. So you're not so good at the whole subtle thing, are you?
Me?
Well, obviously, but
It's kind of new, Ab.
I meant Khaljov.
Oh, subtle. Subtle's like my middle name. Why?
Well, I may or may not have overheard some things being said in a certain meeting.
Like what meeting?
The one you just walked out of.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, no, I mean, was it? It wasn't that obvious, was it? Subtle is like minus 20D for me right now.
Yeah. Let's just say, I think the general thought you were joking about the whole, an accident befalling a car. If not, I'm pretty I'm pretty sure if she thought you were serious, she'd have had you put in the brig as well.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure she's with me 100%. She just can't really say that in official capacity, given her position, But why would they release him? Hello.
Well, if he's influencing, people in the base, can't keep him around, and
Yeah, exactly.
like she said, the Rebel Alliance, at least, majority of the Rebel Alliance, aren't exactly executioners.
Which is why she's letting him go and letting me know that she's letting him go. How are you not seeing this?
Oh, no. See, I'm with you 100% on, him being taken out.
Okay.
I'm saying she's not, and it's a good thing that, she thought you were joking. Because she would not be with you on that. She thought you were serious.
Oh, I mean, all right, we can agree to disagree here. I'm fairly certain that if I shot like a car in the head, she would just turn around. But that's not going to happen because obviously we have to do this a bit more subtly. Are you of the same mind in this potential?
Yeah, we do need to get him taken out. It's in the best interests of the Rebel Alliance, especially those of us here on this base.
All right. So maybe we should go somewhere a bit more quiet. You never know, you might have a random soldier following you and skidding around corners and waiting for you to pass and then coming around again. So it's happened to us before. You can't tell.
I figured, yeah. We can go back to my room. I regularly sweep it for bugs.
Oh, is there like an infestation in the
Well,
base?
listening devices.
Oh, right.
Okay. So he leads you to his room, goes in. He's one of the lucky people that doesn't have to share. Gets a room to himself. So, yeah.
Nice. Hey, this is pretty nice.
Yeah. I have, a few connections.
Do you have a room by yourself too, Zoey?
Do I even have a room here? I don't know.
They technically assigned you a room, but you don't actually know that because no one's actually told you.
I have no idea.
It's with the with all the droids. You kind of share the same storage. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I'm really good at planning stuff, but I would love to hear your thoughts.
Well, the plan for getting a car out of here would be, have him some kind of sensory deprivation thing so he can't, like, not just blindfolded, but, like, so he can't hear, see, smell anything while he's being brought out of here. Probably brought to the nearest...
You think they're gonna carbon freeze him?
No, we don't have that kind of equipment here on the base. I was gonna say bring him to the nearest city, but no, they'll probably just take off from the base here, go out into space, choose planet. Actually, yeah, probably just like go to a random planet and then just like toss him in an escape pod and launch it to the surface. That's probably what they're planning on doing.
Okay.
That's what
Like give him like a little.
That's probably what
transponder.
I would do if not even give him a transponder, just like let him find his own way.
Figure it out.
Yeah, that's probably what I would do if I were the one doing this.
Not a bad idea. And then he would be all alone.
Yeah. Definitely when he lands, that's like that would be a good time to get him.
Oh, I just thought of something.
Oh?
So, hear me out.
Yeah, I'm
This is
listening.
kind of like a little side thing. All right. So yes, that if that happens that way, I think we should definitely swoop in and take care of business.
However,
with that being said, I would like to make a communication with another syndicate and kind of get a idea of how much a car's death would mean to them. This is more just a personal thing because I have bounty hunters up the wazoo looking for me right now. You're not looking for me, are you?
Nah, I don't work with Nova.
Okay. So
They screwed me over on a job once, so.
Yeah, well, I can see that. Anyway, maybe if I could convince them that I could take out this super high-ranking leader of the syndicate of that syndicate, they might be more agreeable with just giving me a clean bill.
I mean,
it's not every day you go and kill a leader of a syndicate, you know?
could certainly try. Might pan out.
I hear that a lot, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Spacewalker didn't really give me any idea on when they're going to be transporting him off planet or when his quote unquote release is going to be, but I would imagine it's going to be fairly soon, and they might make it subtle enough so that gives me like kind of like a cue to go ahead and do our thing.
Yeah. The only thing, the biggest thing, if we are waiting for him to be dropped off on a planet somewhere, is, knowing where and getting there preferably ahead of them. So that as soon as the escape pod lands, we're already there waiting outside.
How in the world are we going to figure out where they're going to be going before they get there? Like, we would literally have to get some kind of transmission from Spacewalker to let us know where they're, what planet, what system, so on and so forth. It has to be far enough away, obviously, because I doubt they would want these mercenaries over here anywhere near this system.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the tricky part of it.
I do have someone that I can probably talk to. I'm not 100% sure if I can convince her to let on to anything she might know. She might be one of the escorts. She's a fighter pilot. So I think you know her, Sandra.
I think she's currently on a mission.
The second time I heard that today. How does everybody know she's on a mission but me?
Well, I mean, you were just gone for like a week.
Yeah. You got a point. The time thing still confuses me. Okay, so best course of action is to figure out, one, where they're going to be chucking him, and two, probably want to find a mode of transportation to get there.
Yeah.
I don't anticipate Spacewalker allowing me to utilize that ship again because then it would have too many implications for them.
I mean, I have a ship.
Now, if you have a ship, you have a ship?
I have a ship.
Oh, awesome! I didn't know you're a pilot.
I mean, I'm a bounty hunter. Like prior to, working for the Rebel Alliance, and outside even working for the Rebel Alliance, because I'm still a bounty hunter. The Rebel Alliance is more of a side thing, but I kind of do need to travel around for bounty hunting.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, that's great.
Like I'm not like probably not as good of a pilot as the two of you, but I get by.
Best in the galaxy, right here. But yeah.
Wow, really? That's so cool.
I know, right? Nobody ever gives me the recognition that I deserve, but
Wow.
I'm sure you'll get whatever recognition you deserve one of these days.
yeah.
Yeah, I believe in you.
Thank you, Zoe. Quick question. They record all those stupid transmissions that you send out in the comm center. Do you happen to have a way to get a communication off planet without the rebels basically listening in?
Yeah, I can do it for my ship.
Okay, excellent. So I need to contact Nova and kind of just like play around with it a little bit. Like, hey, you guys know this Akara person? How does his business work with your business? Is it bad for business to have him around? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that seems like it might be a decent plan of there.
Maybe they'll give me another ship. Anyway.
Well, yeah, I heard you lost yours. You lost 2 ships, didn't you? Because you had that medical transport was yours as well, wasn't it?
Look. It's I didn't lose them. Okay, one was confiscated. The second one I actually stole, expertly, I might add, off of a Star Destroyer. That's not an easy feat, all right?
No.
I just flew out right from under their nose, and I just happened to land with a group of people, and they took it back. So technically, I haven't lost any ship. I just don't have a ship right now.
Just, bad breaks.
Yep.
Yeah, you can use the comm on my ship. Contact Nova. Oh, good.
See what we can get out of it.
Yeah, good luck on that.
All right. I mean, I'm pretty much, I'm in pretty good standings with them besides this little debt thing that's going on, so I don't foresee any issue. I mean, they might even pay me for this, so I'll be sure to, spread around the wealth.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, let's, I mean, might as well. What time is it right
now? In game, it would right now be about like early evening, like kind of like 6-7 p.m. the equivalent or so. This planet only operates on like a 22-hour day, so it's not quite identical, but it's kind of that kind of equivalent.
All right. Okay. I'll propose the idea of like let's get a night's rest in and be up and at 'em early.
Okay.
See if we can push this out correctly and not rush it.
Okay. I'll try and figure out if I have a room.
How would she figure out if she had a room or not?
No idea.
She would go talk to like I'm trying to think of like the term, like kind of the person that would be like in charge of like not like running the bases like like the military leader, but like kind of the one who's like in charge of like things like housing, stuff like that. I'm not sure what the term for that would be, but yeah. And I mean, you could just ask around and tell you find out, and yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna just ask around.
I'm gonna wave off and head over to my room, and I'm just gonna close my eyes and just think really hard and tell Jacen, we have a plan, even though it's not gonna work. But just thinking like anybody could basically do it if they try hard enough.
Yeah, he doesn't hear you.
And I'm gonna go grab some more drinks. Take a 5-minute.
5 minutes?
Can I take 5 minutes?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah, I gotta let my dogs out.
Oh, okay.
All right. Be right back. Jacen, you can be doing your guitar in the cell.
Yeah. So how is it in your cell? Having, you know,
And then do I have a heater?
do you have a heater? The temperature in the cell is kept at a comfortable temperature.
Oh, that's good at least.
Yeah. Yeah. You're given regular meals. Um, yeah. There's a bed for sleeping on. There's a small washroom attached to the cell. Everything you need.
It's quite a fancy jail.
Yeah. So, how's your day going, other than being in a brig?
Are we still talking in game or?
Just, we can talk out a game right now. Oh, I just...
Good, I'd say.
Now I'm
Can't
hearing...
complain.
Are you hearing, my voice, like, echoing?
No. Let me see. I think my things are turned off though.
Okay. Oh, now it's gone.
Mm.
I don't know what that was from. Oh, well, is anyone in chat? I know so far it's just been Yoweee talking, but is anybody watching the stream? If so, how are you enjoying it? And if you're lurking, though, feel free to continue lurking. We're just, on a break right now while two of our players are going and getting stuff done.
Taking a poop to usual.
I mean, what they do is, what they do. Yeah. Also, for anyone watching, don't forget we are currently raising money for St. Jude. We've raised $120 so far. Our initial goal was $100, which we passed. Was that last Saturday during the RPG stream? Or was that 2 weeks?
Was it?
Or was that 2 weeks ago? It was during an RPG stream because, like, I have it at 10. An anonymous did $90, and then the Nova Syndicate did another $20.
Oh god.
Yeah, we are raising, and what I'm doing for every $100 raise, I'm going to be adding a 12-hour stream to the schedule. So, yeah, and those are going to be, because I also 12-hour streams for a few other things, as well as a 24-hour stream. So basically, starting in June, what I'm going to be doing is alternating sub-request Sundays with marathon streams.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
To switch up.
Yeah. Which also reminds me, I think you...
Hello.
Hey, welcome back. I think you still had another vote from the last time from when you resubbed this month, Yoweee, and Recon, you still, I think, have 2 votes for sub request.
I have 40.
I think it's just 2. But
40.
That's the right thing. Sub request. All right, you're down. You're doy. Because of that, yes, that makes sense. Yeah, so Yoweee still has 1 vote, and Recon still has 2. Just drop some frames.
Do you have a new PC donation goal set?
Um,
I remember you saying you were working on getting together some funds to get a new PC.
yeah, I do have something for that, but I don't have that on screen right now because of the raising money for St. Jude. It felt a bit weird to be like having, raising money for charity and raising money for myself at the same time.
Understood.
So, yeah. Also, even then, I hadn't been having that on screen during the Star Wars RPG streams because I just don't have as much stuff on screen for RPG streams as I do for other streams. Yeah. Because I have all your lovely faces on screen for the RPG streams.
or just like really creepy faces at times with like the green and the blue and the eyes only screen from a certain somebody who shall remain nameless.
Certain.
He knows who he is.
Yeah. So how are you two enjoying today's session so far?
It's not bad. It's actually informative.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of gives a bit of an insight to certain characters. Like I didn't even think about Abrax after the
Yeah.
after the original.
Yeah.
It kind of makes me wonder how many people actually have ships.
I mean, there's, like I said, there's about 100 people on base, and you gotta imagine at least a few of them have ships.
I kind of want to go talk to Kartos.
Oh, yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
She's back with a hat of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
Okay. So you were going around asking questions about where your room was, and you've actually been assigned a room with to be the roommate for Mira, Danietta's character, because whoever her previous roommate was just died on a recent mission. It's a thing that happens.
Okay.
It's a thing that happens a lot.
Sleeping in a dead person's bed.
Because I think that's also how Recon ended up being, or Khaljov ended up becoming Jacen's roommate. I think that was a thing that happened in the previous session.
Oh, maybe.
I think you were assigned to be, I'm unless I'm remembering wrong, but yeah,
Okay.
Possible actually. A lot of people died.
yeah. It's, I mean, the Rebel Alliance, their ragtag
Got
team
a high turnaround.
of underdogs fighting against like the dominant power in the galaxy. So yeah.
Okay, great.
So you both, I guess you all three, just Jacen's in the cell or whatever, but you sleep through the night, and morning comes, and
Birds are chirping.
no, because you're in an underground base.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
But morning comes.
Okay. I'm gonna get up and do my my ritual gun cleaning session
Okay.
and head on out. And I mean, would I know that she has Mira's roommate? She's Mira's roommate.
She has Mira's roommate. What does she do? What are you doing with her? No, that she. I don't know. Did you talk to her like last night after like she went around looking?
Yeah,
Or...
we had one of those really late night conversations. You know, it's just like, hey, how you doing? Long time no see. No, we really didn't. No, I'll just go around and just start asking.
Okay.
I'm gonna be having breakfast though.
Okay, you're in the mess hall already having breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just eating.
I'm still gonna keep asking around.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know who you're talking about.
Okay.
And at least not by name.
Anyone wave at you enthusiastically.
Yeah, you then describe her. It's like, oh, her. I'm not sure, but eventually you find somebody who's like, I think she's Mira's roommate now. Gets the room to herself, and for the next week or so.
Okay. Yeah, I salute him. It's like, keep up the good work, and then I'll go to Mira's room and.
Okay. Yeah, you
Hey.
ring the bell, and there's no response. No response.
Heavy sleeper.
Still no response.
So I'm there for like 10 minutes, just randomly hitting the button until I finally get bored and I just. Alright, time to eat. I just go to the. Is there a guard following me?
Roll perception.
Hey.
14. There is no guards following you.
Okay.
So you go to...
I just head over to the mess.
Yeah. Go in the mess hall. Few random, like, rebel soldiers at various tables just eating breakfast and such.
Are they growling at each
No, but, yeah, there's, and it's mostly just, like, just random, like, fairly, like, generic-looking rebel soldiers or whatever. See Zoey as well in there. Zoey, are you eating alone or are you eating with someone?
If I can be sitting at a table with someone, I am.
Okay. So there's a bunch of random rebels. Oh, we'll say the Wookiee is in there as well from previous day, and you can be eating with him, or you can be with some like random generic rebels.
Random generic person.
Okay.
Just talking to them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're at a table with just a random soldier, who's mostly just trying to eat, and you're just talking to him, and he's just like,
Yeah, so anyway, I wasn't even really trying to shoot the person. I was actually trying to miss them, but I accidentally shot them, and they really, they really appreciated it. So now I'm here.
I'm gonna be in line getting my food.
Okay. Yep, you go.
Talking really loudly too, so I can like hear what she's saying.
Yeah.
Energetic talking. And then I'm going to get my food. I'm just gonna have my tray and walk over and be like, "Hi, Zoey."
Oh, hi.
How'd you sleep?
Pretty good, actually.
Oh. You got here pretty. So, just for my own curiosity's sake, did you like run over here recently, or were you here for a while?
What do you mean?
From your room to here.
Oh,
Did you just get in here, or were you here for like a...
I usually prioritize food. So I got up pretty early and immediately came for food.
That makes sense now.
What?
Anyway, don't worry about it. Who's your buddy?
Well, this is just a really nice person that I sat down with and I've been talking to.
Oh, what's his name?
I don't know. He's pretty quiet, but I think we're really
Okay.
getting along.
Awesome.
Yeah, he swallows his most recent food and he's like, the name's Kurt.
Kurt.
Goes back
Good
to
meet you,
eating.
Kurt. Do you mind if I steal Zoey away?
Go right ahead.
Okay. Hey Zoey, let's go grab a table.
Okay. It was nice meeting you.
He just kind of keeps. No, it kind of just keeps eating.
That's one way to start the day with a headache. All right, so we go grab an empty table. Do I recognize this Wookiee?
The Wookiee, no.
The Wookiee's just minding their own business.
Yeah,
Eating.
the Wookiee's, yes, sitting by himself, just eating. He looks to be reading something. Like, computer pad or whatever.
Okay. I don't see Abrex anywhere.
No.
Just going to eat my food.
Okay.
How's Jacen doing?
Jacen, what are you doing in your holding cell? Some nice push-ups.
Do I need to be immersive push-ups? I can do that.
Getting your first prison tat on your arm.
I mean, I don't think there's much I can really do, so I guess I'm just sleeping.
Okay.
Not sure how much. I don't think there's any activities in my room I can participate in.
Like I said, you could be like, doing some exercising or something. Doing some push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks. Okay.
Or whatever they're called in the Star
Probably
Wars
goes-
universe.
Yeah.
We should probably go see Jacen after this to make sure he's doing all right. Been in that
Yeah.
cell like for a whole night. Last time we
I'd
were
like
in a
to
cell
check on
together,
him.
it was like it wasn't good. We had like yellow paste for food. I hope they're giving him better food than what we had before. Anyway, we should go see him after we're done eating.
Okay.
What are you eating, by the way?
I didn't think about this.
Okay.
I don't know.
This is
Normal
really good.
breakfast food.
All right. So porridge like substance.
Sure.
Yeah, that is probably like a porridge oatmeal type thing. That's probably like what most of the people here are eating for breakfast.
Is there bacon?
There's
Or
no
bacon like stuff?
there's no bacon, no.
No protein.
There's like protein bars and such.
Yep. Love the rebel bases. Anyway, if Abrax doesn't come in while we're eating, then I would propose us going over to the barracks or the
brig.
brig.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You go
Sure.
over there, and you find that Jacen has left his seat. No.
Did he escape?
Oh, his food is ready.
Wow.
He said that in chat.
Hey, we're gonna slowly make our way to
Yeah.
the brig.
As you're walking there, you turn at one point you turn a corner and you see Abrax standing there leaning against the wall. Morning.
Yeah, Abrax.
Sleep well?
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah. A lot better than sleeping on the floor or a brig. How about you?
Yeah. Slept like a baby.
Any news from yesterday that may come?
I think they're planning on getting a car out of here later today.
That's very blunt of you. Are we just out in the open?
You are just out of the open or whatever, but you know, he's like, don't worry. This hallway is there's no listening device in this hallway.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we were just gonna go see Jacen, see how he's doing. They have him locked up in the brig right now, so I'd imagine it'd be nice for him to see some friendly faces instead of some plain walls.
Yeah. I assume you're gonna be wanting to make your communication pretty soon.
Yes. Well, I mean, do you have any intel on what system they're going to be plopping him down in, or just the fact that he's just leaving the planet soon?
I don't know where yet. I'm almost wondering if, based on what I've heard, they might leave it to the pilot's discretion when after the ship has taken off. You know, limit who knows what.
You're a bounty hunter, right?
I am.
Do you have, I don't know, one of those little handy dandy tracking devices?
I have a few, yeah.
And could they conveniently make their way over to said transport?
Seems highly likely that's a possibility.
How about you see to that? We'll see to Jacen. And then we can meet, shall we say, at your ship in about an hour.
Sounds like a plan.
Hey, how well do you know Cartosis?
Cortosis? Like the material, or do you mean like Jim? Cortosis beard.
Cartosis beard.
I mean, you know, talked to him a few times. Seems like an alright dude. Not somebody you want to get on the bad side of, though.
What the heck is that? Oh, you think he might want in on the action, or you want to play it close to the chest?
He can be a bit unpredictable.
Okay. We don't really want too many variables in this scenario.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. We'll see you at the ship.
Yeah. See you in an hour.
Ready, Zoey?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. And we make our way to the brig.
Okay. You make your way to the brig, and the guards kind of eye you as you come in, but they don't, like, you know, make any movement to stop you or anything.
I just wave at them.
Carry on, soldiers.
They don't even so much as nod.
I pout a little bit.
So yeah.
Yeah, as we're walking to them, I'm obviously gonna say who we're here to see.
Yeah. So yeah, one of the points, like, you know, the one door, because there are a couple doors leading to different sections or whatever. So go in.
Do I happen to see any hint of a car cell? as I'm quote unquote walking towards Jason's cell.
No, Ikara's cell is in a different section. Like I said,
Gotcha.
there were three doors or whatever, and then like the one they pointed to is the one with
Oh,
Jason's cell, and then
I thought it was like 3 hallways, and it was just like you could see down the hallway.
there are doors.
But they're doors.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll go over to Jason's.
Yeah.
So. Hi, Jason.
Hi.
Jason's just eating his breakfast.
Is it yellow paste?
It looks to be spaghetti.
Hey, they're feeding you good in here.
I mean, imagine if that was actually prison food.
Hey, Jason, how's it going? I tried to get in here as soon as possible.
Could be better. Sitting here all day is a little bit boring.
Yep. I mean, plenty of time for you to meditate, though, right? Mm-hmm. Anyway, just want to give you a little heads up. We're going to be we got to jet off off the planet for a bit. We're working on trying to get the general spacewalker to release you to us. We're just gonna take care of a few things, and then we'll be right back, and then we'll continue talking to spacewalker to see if she will allow you to go free. But we haven't forgot about you. We're not gonna let you be in here forever.
You're not. I mean, this food is good though.
Yeah, even the food you'll eventually get bored of, I'm sure. But no, the main reasoning is just because the whole car thing, him talking to you in your head and whatnot, they're just taking precautions. So I'll you need anything? Are you good? Do you want me to see if I can have some stuff brought in for you, or?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right.
Some activities will be nice.
Okay.
Like a
All
cart or something.
Yeah. All right. Okay. We'll touch bases when we get back from our errand, and we'll go from there. All right.
Great.
And then we're gonna head back to the front of the.
Okay.
And we're gonna see the guards there.
Okay.
And which one of you is in charge here?
One is like that would be me right now. I'm the
All right.
shift supervisor.
Excellent. So, I have been made aware from General Spacewalker that Jacen is simply in there as a precautionary measure. He's not a prisoner. He's simply being detained. So, I would recommend that he be supplied with some sort of recreational items, cards. I've seen a really cool thing on a spaceship once where they're like, it's like a hollow generator, and it was, bless you, Zoey, and
Thank
it
you.
was it was like little
was sick.
monsters, and they were fighting each other. So
We'll take that under advisement.
do I need to contact General Spacewalker to have her tell you? Or will you do it now?
We can
Because
check.
I think she might be inconvenienced by having to tell the supervisor on duty to do something that she most likely has. Yeah.
Why don't you roll a command roll?
I have to? I mean... Okay. Yeah, there we go.
Great. You did
Better.
it. You did it.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll check in with her myself
Good. Make sure she knows that I was here, and
Okay.
relayed that information. Okay. We'll be back.
Okay.
And yeah, all right, and we head off.
It's nice meeting you.
He just scowls at you.
And then we take the better part of an hour to get to Abrak's ship.
Okay.
Well, I mean, first I'll just go check in at the medical facility, check in on Mira, see how she's doing.
Okay.
And then, spend that time there, then make our way to Abrak's ship.
Yeah. She's just in the bacta tank and, continuing to heal. So, you get to Abrax's ship. And actually, while you're spending that hour, we're going to actually go with Jacen. So you're just, in your cell, bored out of your mind, when the force field at, the front of the cell turns off.
I don't know if he didn't hear you or...
Did you hear that, Yoweee?
I did not.
Oh.
Am I dead?
Just casually eating. I thought you were just playing it off.
I'm hungry, okay?
What? Okay.
I'm hungry, okay?
So what happens is, what I was saying was that the force field at the front of your cell turns off.
Oh. Hey.
And then, are you doing anything, or are you just going to continue sitting there?
If I were to get out, doesn't it probably hurt my atonement? Because I'm hey, I can escape.
I mean, depends. If you're just being kind of leading your head out, hey, am I being let free here or whatever? That wouldn't,
Oh, I mean, yeah. I'll do that then. Why is this opening?
Yeah, quick question. If he stuck his head out, and then the force field came back on again, what would happen to his head? I'm curious. I'm literally curious about this.
If it is a safety force field, so it won't decapitate him, if that's what you're asking. It'll just
damn it. Okay.
it'll basically give him a shock, and
Gotcha.
he'll probably fall back or whatever. Yeah, so you stick your head out and you're like, hey, what's going on? And somebody wearing brown robes, Jedi robes or whatever, but covering them, all of them, and hood pulled up so you can't see their face, comes in and just motions for you to follow.
Ooh.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Good.
How long after we left did this happen?
Maybe about 10-15 minutes.
And there's no alarms, right?
There's no alarms going, no. Okay.
I'm drawing faces on the mirror of Mira's back of tank. Little circle and...
Yeah.
I'm helping.
Yeah. So, Jacen, you follow after this cloaked figure. As you exit out into the main security area, you notice security guards are there but are unconscious. They don't appear to be injured or anything. They've just they're just unconscious. They've been knocked out, but they don't appear to have any injury.
Yeah.
And the cloaked figure continues to walk. Do you continue to follow after?
Do I have anything on me?
You don't have any of your stuff on you. You just have basic clothes that you're wearing. Unless you're bringing like your food with you, then you have your food on you that you were in the middle of
Carrying
eating.
a tray while he's walking.
So what are you doing?
I start asking questions like, guards being unconscious can be good. Like, why are they unconscious?
They fell.
The cloaked
They're taking a
person
nap.
just looks at you and they start talking. The voice is kind of sounds kind of digitized, like they're using some kind of like a voice, something to disguise their voice or whatever. And person says that, just, we need to get you out of there. Didn't have time to convince anyone of that.
I'll ask who he or she is, or like who they're from, or who they're sending them, or anything like. Tell me all.
Yeah, the person says, I am a member of the Rebel Alliance, but my identity is top secret. There's a mission you're needed for.
Okay.
My code name is Yoda.
Yeah. Probably not the best, impression, but you know.
1 second, I need to quickly check something. Okay. Okay. So are you going to listen and follow, or are you going to keep asking questions?
Guess I'll take my chances. It's what I'm known for, after all.
Okay, so continue following this person. You notice that they're holding a computer pad or whatever, and like as you're walking through the hallways, there's the occasional time where they'll be like, motion for you to stop, and then like or occasionally like where you're going in one direction, but then all of a sudden they veer off down another path or whatever and such. And walking through the base, there is no point where you run into anyone. And you are led to the hangar and brought aboard a ship.
Why couldn't be going into the car's estate be that simple? Why don't we get that? I mean,
I mean, you don't know why this was that simple. Okay, so you're now aboard a ship, Jacen. And you're shown to a room on the ship where you can, just like a small room. It's actually smaller than the cell you were just in, but but you do have like a computer, so you could like read, play games, whatever.
Ooh, what games?
Space Pong,
Dork.
Space Tetris.
Any Space Pac-Man or Space Donkey?
No. You have Wampa Kong, and I don't know. So now we go back to now we go back to Khaljov and Zoey. After your hour spent doing this and that and whatever, you you go and meet up with Abrax by his ship.
All right.
And as you get there, he's like, okay, so you'll have to send your communication while we're taking off. I think, or seems like the car is being moved already, so we want to be like ready to follow after as soon as like we can.
Yep.
So
Totally agree. All
yeah.
right, let's go.
Yeah. Can use the comm device right there, and Zoey, why don't you pilot? You want to take the ship off? Take off with the ship?
Sure.
Okay.
With us on it.
Okay.
20. Yep.
Yay.
Perfect. Take off perfectly. No issues.
Casually rolling my eyes.
I don't notice.
Yeah. While she's doing that, you're wanting to use communications to contact Nova.
Life.
Yes.
Yeah, Nova. Yeah. So I'm just going to send a encrypted communique, and just be like, Khaljov
Khaljov, what? Well, I didn't catch that last.
reporting.
Okay. This time, you do actually. Somebody does actually answer. It's
Is it Splice himself?
no, it's his like receptionist assistant person or whatever. And
So Kari.
Hmm?
Kari.
Kari? Okay. It's Kari, yeah.
Kari.
She's like, Khaljov?
Hey, Kari. Long time no see.
You have, some of the money you owe, or?
Well, actually, I have something bigger than money.
Bigger how?
What are the terms that we have right now with the what was the car syndicate?
The Elviran Syndicate?
The Elvirian Syndicate.
I don't know that we interact too much with them. They're mostly just over on Krolltown 6. But why?
Let's splice him.
Um,
I have some info that he might enjoy. Very top shelf information.
she looks down at her as she's like, you can tell she's like, sending him something. Okay, yeah, he'll talk with you. And she transfers the comm over, and you see Splice.
And I say, thank Kari. Nice seeing you again. She probably doesn't even see it because it's like I say that as Splice is coming on the screen. Oh, Splice. Hey.
Khaljov, how goes it?
It's been a little rough. I been trying to get that deal together for you. I appreciate everything that you've done. And I just don't want to leave you hanging.
I don't want you to leave me hanging either. What do you have for me? You said something about the Elviran Syndicate.
Yes. I have the means to, and this is like foolproof, as all my plans are, that I can remove the leader of the Alvarian Syndicate and potentially allow Nova to move in on that territory.
Huh.
Now, mind you, I obviously want to help out Nova. I want to, continue to see us moving forward. But there is that small little price that, we have between us right now, that little tiny debt, and the the run-ins I've been having with certain people wanting to cash in on a purse on my head.
I mean, there's just a few of them.
Well, I mean, yeah. But the opportunity to grow, I'm sure, is quite enticing and possibly worth more than what I owe you. Get it? I owe you.
Krultam 6 is, decent location, some nice stuff. Moving in there, even with the Alvarian Syndicate leaders are taken out, might still be tricky, well, with, the Black Sun being there, and Veg of the Hutt being there as well.
Well, I mean, come on, Splice. This is EU, though. Nova, we're not small. We're not big, but we're not small. I mean, obviously, if we play our cards right, we might even be able to get something going with the other houses.
I mean,
it would save them basically a war between the two of them to move in on Alvarian Syndicate's grounds. And if we just move in, take over it, we could keep up with the same, whatever contract they had going on between themselves.
When would you be able to take out their leader?
Well, it is in the works right now. We're getting into we're kind of getting into a position where we can get him isolated and take him out then. Depending on where our jump is going to go, it will basically revolve around that.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah. I'll say, it's not every day you can take out the head of a house. And I'm no bounty hunter, but I have some friends that are with me that we can make sure this job gets done.
Tell you what. You kill Dakar. I believe that's his name. Dakar something. You take him out, and I'll cut your debt in half. And
in half?
In half.
Come on, Slice. Really? This is a big thing.
And I'll, give you a year to pay off the other half with, no bounty hunters breathing down your neck, no looking over your shoulder.
A year?
A year. You're a clever guy. You can make that money in a year.
Okay. So I got so I gave you my offer. You gave me your counter offer. I'm gonna counter your. Actually, hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry, you're back.
So, how are you two doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Enjoying.
Dogs are finally resting.
That's good. Yeah. So Yoweee, you checking out the Wookiee porn site?
Definitely. I'm still constructing it.
I honestly don't know if you're joking or not.
Sorry about that. I had Splice on hold. No,
Okay.
So, Splice, let me hit you back with this. Debt cut in half. Year to pay. And either you get me another ship, or you reacquire my ship that I'm sure you probably know where it might be, given your connection. And then I kill the car. And help you solidify your position on Coltan 6.
Why don't you roll your bargain skill?
Why?
Good luck.
Please, oh please, oh please, oh please. Do I have... that's a lot of dice, Eric.
You don't know how many dice it is. My hands are covering them.
Can I use one of my points?
Oh, one of your force point? You can, yes.
Yeah, force point. Okay, so how do I do that again?
It's
double the dice.
Well, double. What is your bargain?
3D.
3D. Okay, then it's 6D. So you double it. Yeah. $23.
I have to roll 6 dice just to get what Zoey gets when she flies. Pretty bad.
Tell you what. What we'll do, we can get you a new ship.
Okay.
After you kill a car.
I like where this is going.
And you'll have a year to pay off your debt with no worries. But then, if we're giving you the ship, we're not going to cut your debt in half. It'll still be your current debt.
I take it.
Okay. Yeah.
Khaljov has a thing for ships, so it's like it doesn't really matter what the other extensions were. It was like, ship, yes, I'm in.
Okay.
Kill Jacen, yes, I'll take the ship.
Okay. So he's like, and let me know as soon as you know how long it'll be before you're able to kill him, so we can be ready to like
move in.
Yeah.
Will do.
Yeah.
All right. Good talking with you again, Slice.
Good luck.
Told you. I only bring the good stuff to you guys.
I mean, when you bring it.
Yeah. But it's always good when I bring it.
Yeah. Yeah, he has the communication. And,
Hi, Slice. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's that.
Okay. Abrax, you notice, is like has like calm like a earmuff style headphones or whatever kind of type thing, or whatever, with like one to his ear or whatever, and he's listening, doing something on the computer. Okay, sounds like the ship is taking off now. So I have tracking device on it. But there is always the issue that we won't really know where they're jumping until, they get there with tracking device.
Okay.
But what we could try doing is and we'll only have one shot at this, but we could try hacking into their system so that we see where they're jumping as they're jumping.
One try.
Well, one try.
That computer program.
That'd be computer program repair.
Repair.
What is your computer program repair?
4D plus 2.
Okay.
Mine is just 3D.
So we have one shot at it.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, then we just have to wait for them to jump.
Yeah, then we have to wait for them to get out.
Hmm.
So.
How's Abrex security or repair program?
Not as good as yours.
Okay. All right. Let's do this. Get me in position.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Okay. Roll for it.
I slipped. My CPU kind of shifted. There was like a mild earthquake, so I think it should probably redo that roll just because it was clearly not a proper roll.
So with that, you do actually you like we're trying to get in, and you actually did end up with partial coordinates.
Oh, okay.
So
Something.
The general direction it's in, but you don't exactly know like how far or like the exact direction. So, and basically like what you know is kind of like in a V shape. So like the closer it is, the less space, but the further it is, the more
Right.
space it could cover. So, Abrex is like, let's look over the information on the planets in that area, see if there's anything that sticks out or whatever. Actually, why don't you two do that? I need to quickly go check on something. So I need both of you to make a planetary systems roll. And,
Oh, yeah.
okay. While you're doing that, 6 and 8. Okay, so while you're going through this stuff and being like, wow, there's a lot of planets to look through here. Jacen, your door slides open, and the cloaked figure comes in and asks you if you can sense where a car is going.
Oh my god.
You just figured it out now.
That's
Wait.
funny.
Uh,
Wait, repeat.
oh. You're being asked if you can sense where a car is, or rather where he's going.
I mean, so far I know I don't know anything, so.
Yeah.
And it's not like I have a super sense skill or anything.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. How many hats do you have?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
A lot. I have 3 snapbacks. I have 2 dad hats. I have 2 beanies. I have 5 fedoras.
Yeah, Yoweee needs a fedora. Where's your fedora at, Yoweee? Why don't you? Hey, there we
Nice.
go.
So, is Jacen gonna? Oh. So, are you gonna be trying to? Are you gonna be trying to sense where a car is, or?
It lights up. Yes, he's going to sense where a car is at. I'll answer that for him.
I've activated my transmitter.
Good.
Do you want to roll your sense there?
Sure. At least I can do something.
Nice.
Me reopen rank. I think I accidentally closed it.
Oh.
Use all the sense that you got.
$10. As far as you can tell, like as far as you can tell, you're not really sensing him. But you type you kind of like type something on the computer in front of you without even like thinking about it. Type some coordinates on the computer, and yeah, and the figure looks at those coordinates and he, nods at you and leaves. So then Abrax returns to the bridge of the ship, and he's like, I think I know where we need to go. And goes at the astrogation computer and, plots a course. We should be there in 12 days. Hopefully that's ahead of them. 12 days, yeah.
That's a long jump.
It is.
All right. Well,
you might want to let send a message to Nova before we jump, saying it'll be about 12 days.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, I go in.
Yep.
Back to the comm, and I just send a transmission. I don't send an actual voice call.
Okay, so you do that, and then makes the jump to hyperspace.
At some point, I want to just ask. So, who is this person anyway? I don't really know what we're doing. I don't really know who he is.
Well, the car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's the owner of that mansion. We tried to break in, and yeah. So we have a little bit of history with him. Mira more so. Mira was actually held captive by him for a brief period of time, along with and then Jacen got involved, and they all escaped his estate that way. But no, after he's basically a Jedi that has really bad tendencies to do dark things, and
Okay.
yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, we got into a big scuffle. Well, not really a scuffle. We pretty much laid waste to his whole force. But anyway, um, we wounded him, got him got him unconscious, and then we keep hearing things in my head. Sorry. Um, when we got to we got him, got him incarcerated and whatnot into the rebel base. Um, he somehow was able to get Jacen to transmit some talk about where he was being held, and these mercenary ships came in, and we eventually had to evacuate the base. But once we evacuated the base, the rebels were able to grab him again from the brig and take him to this new base that you were at. So he's not a great person. He's a leader of a syndicate, a crime syndicate on Cortan 6, and we just need to get him out of the way because there's only bad things that could potentially come from him. So
Okay. I am on board.
excellent. Let's go kill a syndicate leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's also really bad with a lightsaber, like Mira.
Oh. Okay.
But just don't get close to him.
Okay. I'll try not to.
Yeah. Blasters before lightsabers. Remember that.
Thanks for the tip. I don't even have a lightsaber though. Oh, wasn't planning on trying to use one.
Oh, okay.
But thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Mira had a blaster too, but she opted to use a lightsaber. I have no idea why, but she did.
Okay. She was just trying her best, you know?
Yeah. Now she's gonna wake up with a whole bunch of little faces on her tank.
And I wrote Zoey was here.
Sure to write down those important details.
I'll mark it down so I don't forget.
Are the tanks like open on top?
No.
Okay. I was gonna like put stuff in her hair.
Smiley faces, and Zoey was here on bacta tank. Okay. So, ship's in hyperspace now. It's going to be a 12-day trip, which is, a lot of time.
Decent amount of time.
Yep. Abrax does show you both some corridors that you can stay in. He also points to one door and says, "Don't go through there."
Oh, why? Oh, is that your room?
No, that leads to the area where I keep prisoners and such. I don't have any prisoners right now, but let's just say the last bounty I collected was on Carchonian, and I don't know if you know what they smell. I don't know if you know what they smell like, but you do not want to go in there.
Okay, yeah. Got you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah. We should probably pay somebody to clean that out because No,
I
yeah.
just haven't had time yet. Working full time as a bounty hunter and helping out the Rebel Alliance on the side.
No, I totally understand.
It's busy schedule.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll definitely stay clear of that. Don't want to slip and fall on anything we may have left behind too, because they're not
Yeah.
the cleanest creatures in the
So yeah. So are you doing anything during those 12 days?
I'm gonna cook some food.
You're gonna what?
I'm going to cook some food.
Okay. So yeah, you go. Abrax actually has a decently well-stocked kitchen on this ship.
Nice.
Like this is like some he has it's not the kind of stuff you get on the Rebel base, which is very basic stuff or whatever. Like there's some meats, vegetables, some spices, some not the drugs, not the spices of the drugs, but some the flavor stuff. For anyone unaware, in Star Wars, there's spices that are drugs or whatever. But yeah, he has various herbs and such and whatever
I don't know anything about spice.
alleged spices.
Yep.
But yeah, so
My story. I'm sticking to it.
yeah, so plenty of stuff for you to make a decent meal.
I'm just gonna go all out. So I got a roll of cooking.
I'm also gonna eat.
I mean, if
Pig out kind of eat.
Sure.
if you want to make a roll for cooking, what would that be?
This is gonna be like a straight feed me Seymour scene right now.
Feed me, Seymour.
Exactly.
I'm not even sure what cooking would go under knowledge, maybe.
Cultural, I
God.
guess. Cultures or whatever. Maybe survival. You need food to survive, you know?
I mean, yeah, but that would be just just making basic stuff, making sure you're not making something poisonous or whatever. Actually making good meal. That would I think just be general knowledge. Although you could make a specific cooking skill under knowledge.
My cat distracted me. Sorry. Am I just rolling on knowledge?
Yeah, if you want, you can just roll the knowledge for cooking.
This is gonna go good.
Am I also?
Are you also cooking with them, or are you just eating? Because you don't need to make a roll for what?
If I can just eat,
Yeah.
that's better for me.
Yeah, you don't. If you're just eating what he's cooking, 9.
Yeah.
The food is perfectly fine. It's not you're not a chef at a restaurant or anything, but you know how to.
It's raw.
It's perfectly decent food. It's a nice stir.
Gordon Ramsay pokes his head into the door. You donkey!
It's a nice stir fry or something that you've made.
I could live with that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, she's eating the food Recon made. I don't think Recon himself is the meal. That would be cannibalism.
Or war.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Jacen? What are you up to?
And you're smaller than a normal cell.
Mhm. Well, it's not a cell. It is like a room. It just was smaller than your cell because, you know, it's... I mean, like, the rooms the two of you have are also, like, pretty small because, you know, it's a small ship. Like, you know, there's only so much space for stuff. Yeah. So, Jacen, what are you up to? Just staying in your room?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whose ship I'm on, so I'll keep it quiet in case I don't want to get killed.
Okay. So, the days pass uneventfully until you come out of hyperspace after 12 days. And, yeah, when you come out of hyperspace, Abrax is checking the sensors, and he's like, okay, other ship isn't here yet.
Hey, our plan's working.
So, assuming we're right, and this is the planet, we got here ahead of them. So probably, let's see, will they drop out if they just drop off the escape pod? It depends on exactly.
I mean, this planet's not inhabited yet.
No, it is inhabited. Yeah.
Okay.
There's like a single like large city with a spaceport. Otherwise, like, you know, there's smaller settlements scattered throughout the planet and such. They'll probably like drop him off far from the city, though. It also depends on if they're just gonna like drop him off like pretty much right after coming out of hyperspace and then leave again, or if they want to like fly around the planet, or what. Because also, like, depending on like when exactly they come out, what the rotation of the planet is, what point will be the closest will, you know, depend. So, do we want to try and like hope that they are just going to go like as far from the city as possible? So we go land on that side of the planet, go get ready. Do we want to try shooting the escape, or do we want to even just try shooting the escape pod from our ship, from my ship here?
Well, I would imagine Nova would want proof that he was dead. If we go start shooting the escape pod, he's basically just going to incinerate his body. We should probably definitely wait till he lands. I mean, he's going to have a long trek to the city if he's going to be walking. If they do, in fact, drop him far outside the city. And given the attack on Master Lucian, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be very keen on just giving him to the city.
Okay.
So let's roll the dice on that one. Him being taken furthest from.
Okay. Zoey, you want to land us on the exact opposite side of the planet from the city?
Sure.
Or the looks like it's actually ocean on the exact opposite side. Try the closest land to that point. Probably not going to land in the ocean. Just a hunch.
No. Oh, well.
11. Okay. Yeah.
I'm better at taking off than I am at landing.
Apparently. So yeah, it's a bit of a, you know, bit of turbulence as you're coming down and such. Bring it in for a landing. Ship kind of, as it comes in for landing, you know, bit of a jolt or whatever. No, like, damage or anything, but, you know, you all kind of shake a bit. And,
That's how you land a ship.
Thanks.
Proud of you.
Although I think it could be better, but I appreciate your support.
Always the optimistic one.
Yeah. We have one of our other players in chat right now.
Yeah, it's conveniently not here.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll be... Are you... I think he's... Actually, I'm not sure if he's still in the hospital or not. Yeah. Anyway, so as you're waiting, yeah, you're waiting, and then okay, you are home. Okay. Yeah. So then you're waiting a bit. After 3 hours, Abrax is like, okay, we got the coordinates right. This is the planet. Rebel ship just dropped out of hyperspace, and
Let's get it.
so then, yeah, there looks like, oh, there we go. They're launching the escape pod, and it's going to be landing. Looks like it's going to be landing just about a mile from here.
Hey, good landing, Zoey.
Thanks.
So, let's go out there and, yeah.
All right, let's do it.
It's going to be about an hour until it lands. So, yeah, do we want to go all together, or...
Might as well go
Yeah.
all together, right?
Might as well go all together. Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Also, do any of us have med packs on us? Because I don't.
Does he have any med packs on the ship?
Yeah. He tosses each of you 5.
Great.
Sweet. Okay. Yes, Zoey, we have med packs.
Great.
Okay. So you go and you start walking. While you're walking, you can make a perception check if you want. Both of you. 11.
And 8.
Oh, the 8. Sorry. I missed... I didn't see that they both came up right at the same time.
They're pretty quick.
11 and an 8.
We are in sync.
With that.
Zoey notices that Abrax is like... Because he has like a kind of a thing, like, device built into like the sleeve on his arm or whatever, and he's like pressing some buttons on there and such. You don't know what he's doing, but you know he's doing something. Khaljov doesn't really notice that. Meanwhile, Jacen, the door to your room slides open. Jacen, can you hear me? Yoweee?
Woof. Yes.
Okay. So yeah,
It's neato.
so the door to your room slides open. There's no one there, but also you notice on your computer, a message comes up telling you to go to a certain...
The Matrix has found you.
No, it says to leave the ship and go to a certain location about a mile from the ship.
What? So first I get I don't want to say I get kidnapped, but then another weird group of people wants me.
Technically, you were rescued and now being given cryptic commands.
So what do you do?
Can I reply to the message somehow?
I mean, like, it's just text that popped up on screen. You're not even sure, like, where this came from or, like, what is...
Like a
who
splash
sent it.
screen.
Yeah, basically, just, like, the text... Like, your computer screen just went blank and just, like, that text came on it.
Is there anyone still on the ship even, besides me?
You don't know.
Jacen takes off with the ship.
Yes. I like that idea.
So what are you going to do?
I guess I can look around to see if I can find anyone.
Okay. Come out of your room, and like, yeah, this section is like, there's like a hallway with a couple of rooms or whatever. There's, two doors actually. Like, one is a hatch, like to open like to the other side of the ship. Because like, there's doors along the side of this hallway or whatever, which are like all just rooms like yours. But then there's a hatch at the one end of the hallway that goes outside the ship, and then another door at the other end that goes to the rest of the ship. What are you doing?
Check some of the other rooms.
Okay. Checking the rooms. They're all empty.
Okay, sure, I'll go.
You're going out of the ship?
What can possibly go wrong?
Okay. So yeah.
My thoughts exactly. Every time.
I need to let my dogs out really quick.
Okay.
Won't take long.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we'll take a short break while she does that. Yeah, Jake, I hope you're able to join us again soon.
Yeah, we need some more of those thermal detonators.
I could go without.
Yeah. Possibly next week. Awesome. Also, just so you know, Jake, depends on what your surgeon says. Yeah. Abrax, the bounty hunter that they're working with right now, he's actually somebody that you know. He's somebody that you've, like, competed with on jobs in the past. But, yeah.
Ooh, competition.
Yeah. Okay, so...
I bet you he has more guns than you do.
Okay, so...
I mean,
So Abrax, Khaljov, and Zoey make it to the location where the escape pod is going to be landing, and you look up, you can see it's like coming in. So Abrax is like, okay, so it's going to land here. Not quite sure which way it'll be facing. But probably what we want to do is each take up different locations, so like a 3-point type triangle type thing or whatever, so that when it opens up, whichever way it's facing, you know, at least one of us is in place to shoot him. Decent chance of two of us being in place.
Mm-hmm.
Third person can like move around and can take him out quickly. No muss, no fuss.
I like it.
Okay.
I'm confused.
Well, you're still walking.
It's good that you're confused. That means everything's going correctly.
Okay. So, yeah, you all set up in location. The ship lands, or the escape pod lands right as Jacen kind of walks up. And like while the three of you are all kind of, or not, Khaljov, Zoey, and Abrax are all kind of like, I'm assuming, kind of taking cover, so you're not like somewhere where you can like shoot, but you're not like fully visible.
Yeah.
Jacen just walks right out into the open. So you all see him walking out there just as the escape pod comes in for a landing.
Why is Jacen here?
I'm gonna wave.
Oh my gosh. Hey, buddy.
So the escape pod opens up, and
Which one of us is facing the hatch that opens? So good.
Whoa, wait, what?
I see him just standing in the middle of the field.
Perfect. Well, that's beautiful.
So Abrax and Zoey both have a line of sight on a car.
Okay.
So we are now entering combat.
Great.
All right, I'm going to try to get position where I can actually see him
Let's
I guess
see
I'm gonna
here.
shoot him.
and kind of yell to Jacen to take cover.
Okay, so we have the three of you. We have Abrax. We have a
Are
car.
we yelling that yet?
So Khaljov was just moving into position, or moving into position and shooting.
It is I'm not in. You said I wasn't in line of sight. It was
Yeah.
Abrax and Zoey.
Yeah. But like, were you moving?
Okay.
Were you planning on like moving into sight and then shooting once you were in line of sight?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. Moving sight and shooting. You're just shooting. Abrax is shooting. What is Jacen doing?
Still standing in the field, I guess.
Just
not sure what's happening.
standing around confused. Okay. And a car is going to be trying to just dodge the shots being fired at him. I was going to say everyone who's shooting, but Recon's moving first, so you won't actually be shooting on this segment of combat of this round. But if we get a roll from Zoey and Abrax.
Great.
There's Abrax's blaster.
I got a 10.
Got a 10, okay. What kind of blaster are you using?
It just says blast.
Oh, yeah. I think we talked about, yeah, so it's a blaster pistol. Okay. Ooh, that was not a good roll.
Recon looks concerned.
Abrax using, though, a... heavy blast. So... Oh. Okay. What was that?
That wasn't me.
So...
It didn't sound like a bark.
So it wasn't me.
So both those shots miss. Jacen succeeds at standing around confused, though.
Oh, that's good.
Excellent.
That's what I was really worried about.
Yeah,
You got a perfect roll.
yeah. Khaljov moves into position, and well, also die there. Because of how much you had to move, you will get a -1 to your blaster roll, but yeah.
Okay.
But you can roll for that.
Wow. Oh.
One of
We're
them
doing
was a 6.
great, fam.
That's all that matters.
Oh yeah, that's all that matters. Those 2 1s don't matter.
Was that with a blaster rifle?
Rifle.
Okay, so with the rifle, you would have hit him, but he managed to dodge out of the way. And, yeah. So,
It's not going great for us.
Mm-hmm.
moving into the second round of combat, and he is going to be going and trying to brawl with Jacen. And I assume everyone else is just going to be shooting at him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Jacen, are you also going to try brawling with him? Or what are you
Put
going
your dukes up.
Fist me. I mean, fight me.
Okay. Good for you.
Whatever floats your boat, dude. No judge. No judgment.
Okay, so everyone who's shooting, roll your blaster.
Doing great.
Ooh, okay, that's... Okay. What is the difficulty on that one? Is that... Oh, let's basically just cancel that out. Okay. So... the car manages to... Oh, wait.
Snap Jason's neck.
Need to roll that
That's
as
with
well.
my neck.
Car was able to snap your neck.
Nice.
Oh, did you roll... did Jacen roll the brawling?
No,
Yep.
I was
Okay.
waiting for that.
Sorry. Yeah, roll brawling.
No.
7.
Doing great, fam. So proud of us.
Okay.
Enough to at least defend myself.
So, basically, Abrax and Khaljov both would have hit, but Ikar manages to dodge the shots while also laying the beat down on Jacen.
How is he so fast?
So if you want to make a strength check, for Jacen. If you want to make a strength check to see
Flex on him, Jason.
damage.
Good luck.
Let's go 3Ds.
And he wounds you. So
Wow.
you're knocked to the ground, and you have, a -1 penalty on all your skills while you're wounded.
Save me.
This is deja vu all over. He's knocked to the ground with somebody pummeling you.
Okay, so moving to the next round of combat. Carr is now deciding he's just going to make a run for it.
Gonna shoot him.
Okay.
I'm also gonna shoot.
Okay, everyone's shooting except like Jacen. Are you just gonna lie there, Jacen, or are you gonna get up and do something?
I mean, he's there. I've got one guy point blank on me now, I guess. Like on top of me, actually.
Well, he was on top of you, but he's making a run for it now.
Oh, he's leaving me. I mean, I guess I could try to shoot after him as well.
You don't have
Use my stun gun.
You don't have a gun though.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot about that. I'm just gonna get up, try to get cover or something.
Okay. So yeah. Everyone then that's shooting, roll to shoot.
Better. Okay. I did better.
Did you both just roll a 15?
Yeah.
Yes.
Double kill.
This is going so well.
Wow. Okay. Carr manages to dodge those shots as he runs off into the woods
Dodging.
with, the dodge skill.
Yeah. How far away is he now?
He's running off, so he'd be how far can you run in a round? Was it 20 meters that you can, if you're running, you can get in around? Combat 46. Movement. Oh, a running character can move up to 10 meters, okay. So he's 10 meters from where he was.
Okay, I'm going to run after him and keep shooting him.
Okay.
I guess I'll also run after him and shoot.
We're behind him like little tiki man, like saying, "You're not getting away."
Okay. So you're both gonna be doing that. And then while you're doing that, Abrax is actually going to shoot Khaljov.
Okay.
And what's Jacen doing?
I was going for cover, so.
Okay, yeah. So you're in cover now. Are you just gonna stay like? Are you just gonna try hiding here?
I don't. I mean, I don't have any weapons or anything, so I don't think there's much else I can.
Okay. So yeah, and when you say you're running after him, like you're trying to like keep pace with him. So
Yeah, I just wanted to keep in the same,
okay,
kind of like the same distance.
okay. Because then don't forget that you will then have 1 off of your blaster roll, 1d off your blaster roll. Okay.
Can't be too much. I'm gonna try though.
Okay. So everyone roll, and like I said, Abrax is shooting you in the back, Recon.
7.
7.
Mhm.
13.
Doing great.
Mm-hmm.
This is really a foolproof plan.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Abrax shoots you in the back, unless you're wanting to try dodging that shot.
Well, yeah. I
Okay.
don't think I've ever tried to dodge a shot before. just roll my dexterity.
Just roll your dodge, yeah. That's under dexterity, yeah. And it is -1 because you did already... Or I guess -2 because you're running and you... shot. Yeah.
Well, that's gonna even be better.
What?
I said that's gonna even be even better. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, 3's better than 2.
Okay, you got shot in the back, so he did hit you. Roll your strength.
Can I phone a friend?
Okay, you have been wounded.
Oh boy.
Doing great.
Okay.
And Zoey, you fire off and I think miss. What was your roll again?
Not good.
Yeah. That was the 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It was 7.
so you miss. And yeah.
Shocking.
And car continues to run off.
Okay. I'm going to say ow really loudly.
Okay.
Hide any tears. Gonna pretend it didn't hurt as much as it really did. And then I'm gonna shoot Abrax.
Okay.
Really hard.
Okay.
I guess I'm also going to.
Okay. So yeah, you're wounded, so that's the -1d. But are you just shooting from the ground, not getting up or anything, Khaljov?
No, I should probably actually get up because.
Okay, if you're getting up, that'll be like another. Or wait.
Actually, I should probably just shoot from the.
Let me check.
Great.
How?
I think I'm high enough. I'll just shoot him from the ground.
Okay. Yeah.
That way I can get my shot off as quick as possible.
Okay. Then yeah. And Jacen's
Just be like,
continue to just stay hidden. Okay. Roll blasters, or did you just no?
It'll just be the -2d, right?
Just the -1 from being wounded.
I'm wounded, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. This is going so well.
Okay. So you do manage to hit Abrax. Roll for damage. Khaljov manages to hit. Just to.
Yeah, no.
Uh,
I mean, what? My 8 didn't hit? Oh,
what is his
wow.
strength? You've momentarily, or no. You have actually wounded him, yeah. Yeah, because, yeah. He also rolled a 12, and oh, no, wait. No, he rolled at 14. Never mind. I just can't do math. So, yeah, you temporarily stunned him, so he doesn't get a shot off you this round.
Okay. Decisions. Okay, I'm going to yell at Zoey to stun him. Don't kill him.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. You can set your blaster to stun.
Sure.
That does mean your next shot after setting a stun, you'll have -1d on it.
Good. That's what I wanted.
And yeah. Are you also setting your blaster to stun,
Thinking
Khaljov?
about it.
Telling her to set it to stun and you're not setting your own to stun?
How far away is a...
Is a car?
Yeah, how far away is he?
You can't see him now because he's like run into some trees. Like,
Okay.
so he's out of sight now.
Yeah, I'm setting mine to stun and shooting Abra.
Okay. He is also shooting back at you.
You know, considering I was rolling 2 dice, that's not that bad, you know.
So I'm dropping mine down another D?
Yes.
Okay.
Great. Okay. That's
Okay.
respectable.
So he actually manages to shoot you first.
Okay.
So roll for damage. Or for your strength.
Okay.
To compare it to his damage. 11. Let me just check here.
Really glad I joined this team, guys. Really glad I'm here.
You are knocked unconscious because luckily he had actually just switched his blaster to stun. So you're not actually further damaged, but you are knocked unconscious.
Okay.
And Zoey misses.
Shockingly.
And Abrax just starts walking away.
Great.
Zoe's just gonna let him go.
Yeah.
Zoey and Jacen. Okay. Abrax walks away, and yeah. So, what are the two of you that are currently conscious doing?
I could attempt to heal someone. I'll attempt to heal Jacen,
Hey.
I guess.
Oh yeah, Jacen did go. You got wounded?
Yeah, he's going.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Oh no, I was never wounded.
Okay.
He was casually taking cover.
Roll me a medicine check on him.
Okay.
19.
I can't shoot, but I sure can heal.
Yep. So he is 100% okay.
Good thing I asked for med packs.
Yeah. You did use up one of your med packs doing that, because...
I'd assume so.
Yeah. And, yeah.
I did it, guys.
And... I also...
And I guess I'll also try to heal the one that's unconscious and wounded.
Yeah. Okay. Make another medicine check.
Yes. I guess I'll just try and help this situation. This just wonderful situation we found ourselves in.
10.
Less good.
No, you still make it. You, managed to heal his wounds. He's still unconscious, because the stun is gonna, like, last for a little bit, but...
Yeah, I assume so.
But he's no longer wounded.
Yay.
Yep. So then, what are the two of you now going to do? You are now stranded on a planet, pretty much as far as possible as you can be from the major city without being in the ocean. The guy that you got a ride here with, just attacked you and left you behind.
I'm gonna walk up to Jacen and just go, hey, good job getting out of jail. What happened?
Oh, it has been like 3.5 hours.
Yeah. Should probably find a good stopping point.
Yeah. Why don't you just like answer the question she asked, and then we'll. Or no, you just say good job. You didn't ask a question. Never mind. Brain is.
I did say what happened.
Oh, you did say what? Oh, you did. Okay.
I got freaked by some black-robed figure.
Brown robe.
Oh, brown, sorry.
Yeah.
Black, brown, same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, this is actually a decent spot to end.
Oh yeah, great.
With y'all being stranded here.
Mm-hmm.
Next week's stream is going to be at the same time as today, 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Will the three of you be able to return for that?
More than likely.
Yep.
Wait, same time or?
Same time, yes.
Probably?
Excellent.
That's your answer for like the last 4 weeks. Probably.
I don't want to commit, but
Question
like
mark?
I can make it.
Like, I'm not married to the idea, but it's enticing.
I mean, if you all of a sudden can't, we'll figure something out. But yeah, we can bring the three of you back next week, and possibly others, depending on other people's schedules. Like, Jake and chat there.
Yep.
We'll see.
Jake, we need your guns. We gotta kill a bounty hunter.
He'll see his doctor on Thursday and let us know. We'll see who else. And then, yeah.
But I improved my medical.
I'm pretty sure everybody's glad of that.
Gave myself that
I'm just glad he
+2.
gave us. I'm glad he gave us extra packs.
Yeah, that too. Well, and I asked for med pack.
Yes.
Wow, I really did great this session, guys.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of me.
Plus 60 points.
So,
60. You're good.
I'm going to go find somebody to go and raid. Well,
Oh wait, hold on.
what?
Sorry, you can go.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, while we're doing that, I'll also say I actually have a decently busy schedule of streams this next week. I'll be streaming 5 days actually this week because
Wow. Good luck.
my normal thing is to stream on the days that I'm not working, and then Saturday I stream regardless. And I'm working 3 days next week, one of them being Saturday, but it's a 4 a.m. shift. I'll be done at 12:30, so thus stream can still happen at 4. So tomorrow for Sub Requests Sunday, I'll be playing some Mega Man 5, 1 p.m. I mean, all my streams other than Star Wars are 1 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Monday, continuing with my Mario and Luigi playthrough. Wednesday, starting on Lego Batman the video game. Thursday, continuing with Ghosts and Goblins. And then next Saturday at 4 p.m., continuing with the Star Wars RPG. If any of you want to shout out any of your own stuff, go right ahead while I look to see who we're going to raid.
Still raising money for St. Jude Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And I'm eating hot sauce every $100.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yes, I am also raising money for St. Jude. You can see that up at the top of the screen. We've raised $120 so far to our second goal of $200. Our first goal was $100, and we reached that. And our second goal now is $200. For reaching the first goal, I was added a 12-hour marathon to the street schedule, which will presumably be next month. Between that and other stuff, I owe a couple marathons, so that'll be starting next month, alternating with my sub request Sundays. But then for every 100 I'll be adding another 12-hour marathon to the schedule. Okay, so we could rate someone playing Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, doing some speed runs. We could raid someone playing Minecraft and also raising money for St. Jude.
Gosh, I wonder who that is.
I'm pretty much thinking between those two. Any of you have a preference?
Say the Minecraft one for reasons.
Okay. That would be...
Let's go Minecraft.
Okay. That's...
sure, I will agree.
That is...
I'm on board.
That's Narina. That will be
You
raiding.
get no choice. Just follow.
So, anybody
Follow line, guys.
wants to go raid with me, raid message is in chat. You can copy and paste that. And we'll head over there. We'll raid. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. It's been a blast. I'll see some of you hopefully tomorrow when I'm streaming, or next week for those that are only coming out for the RPG streams, which I know are my most popular streams that I do, because, you know, we have other cool people beyond just me here.
And you get like cool new hats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll wear a different hat until I run out of...
Then you have to
Nice.
buy more.
We'll see.
I'll start bringing out my costumes.
Okay. Yeah.
Great.
Well, see ya, everyone. It's been a blast, and see you later.
God bless.
Hey.